Follow right here on 2K Sports. The second half just about to get going here. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He's got 10 points, and he's also got one block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in the center, locking down the middle. Shots good by Ibaka.
I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And guys, Patrick Beverley, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Beverley is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up the threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And the second free throw, good. And Beverley plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Harden gets the bucket.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew on.
And that's an intentional foul. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley.
Ty Lawson.
Harden outside. Howard with a screen on Durant. It's Harden with the drive. Another miss by Harden. Thunder trailing by 7. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lawson dishes to Capella. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Lawson.
And, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6. When I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
They need this one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Waiters in for Anthony Morrow. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Singler. Singler's got his first basket.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Back to Lawson. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Brewer. It's deflected. They get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DJ Augustine's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Augustine with it. They set the pick. Right side, Collison. Pass to Augustine. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets pull it in. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Lawson. That time on the assist from Corey Brewer. And that's now 6 points for Lawson. Thunder trailing by 7. Now here's Waiters. Three-pointer Augustine. Now Brewer. It could go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets lead by 7. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Lawson out there with Thornton. Then it's Jones. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Harrell in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Lawson against Westbrook. Lawson kicks to Harrell. Marcus Thornton on the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Howard's checked in for Terrence Jones. Reza comes in for Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Harden up top, defended by Durant. Harden the pass to Beverley. Back to Harden. Wants to get it to Ariza and does. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans had really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
And it's Beverley missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Another shot. That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Adams.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback. And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
And the Rockets making a change here. Cabela's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Morrill kicks to Durant. And stolen by Ariza. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Timeout for Oklahoma City.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Harden for 3. And Howard with the stuff.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And it's Durant missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really I like the movement and communication there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trailed by 2. 1:02 left in the fourth. Beverly against Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Howard. And here's Harden. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
And Durant, here we go. Money!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden dishes to Beverly. Ariza outside. 6 on the shot clock. Capella, the pass to Howard. Count it!
There's not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Left side, Ibaka. Can't cash in.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Harden outside. gets the bucket. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night.